Hello, everyone, and welcome to the AEW World's End predictions. We're at the end of the year now, guys, so this will be the final video of the year. This is coming out the day of World's End, but this is being recorded before that, so if this is outdated, apologies. But let's not waste any time, so let's get into this. So we have Hook versus Wheeler Yuta in an FTW rules match for the FTW title. I'm going with Hook. They've been kind of doing a bit of build for this. Whatever, this is going to be a throwaway match. So I've got Hook winning because God, Wheeler Yuta, does he annoy me? I know that's the point, but he does annoy me. We have Julia Hart defending the TBS title against Abadon. Julia Hart is winning this. This has had very little build. All it's really been is Abadon wins a squash match, and then Julia shows up and goes, and now we've got a match. Yep. This is obviously Julia Hart's not going to lose the belt. She just won it. Then let us go with this, which was just hodgepodge together. Ricky Starks, Big Bill, and the Don Callis family of Konosuke Takeshita and Powerhouse Hobbs, which I don't know why it says Takeshita. I thought it was Kyle Fletcher, but whatever. Face Les Sex Gods of Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin. This was, of course, our hodgepodge rejig because Kenny Omega has diverticulitis. May he get better, please Kenny, but take all the time you need. So this was our kind of hodgepodge way of going around that. I thought it was just going to be the Sex Gods versus Ricky Starks and Big Bill for the tag belts, but we're just doing a 6-man. Sorry, an 8-man. Instead, Darby and Sting are here. I have got the baby faces of the Sex Gods, Sting and Darby. Sting is on his retirement tour, so he's not going to lose a match in this big farewell tour. Next up, let us go with Miro versus Andrade El Idolo. Miro challenging Andrade because, Andrade is CJ Perry's client. CJ Perry, I don't know if she'll be there because I don't know if you guys saw, but she has like an infection on her finger that's kind of spread. Hopefully she gets better with that too. So we'll see. She's kind of the whole reason why the storyline is going, so she is kind of important. So if she's not there, that's gonna suck. But these two, I have got Miro. I think Andrade can eat the loss, but really we need to build Miro back up. And Andrade's the type of guy where he can lose a match and it won't hurt him. So I'm gonna go with Miro. I could see them doing a draw type thing, but I'm gonna go with Miro. We now have Swerve Strickland versus Keith Lee. Finally, we're getting this match. This match should have happened months ago, when these two were actually in a feud. Who wins is a tricky question. This is the one match that I'm really struggling with because we're trying to build Swerve Strickland up. He's, the C2, the whole stuff with Hangman, that's built him up. But Keith Lee needs a build up as well. We can't have him fall behind. And I feel like if Keith Lee loses, it just makes him look more like an idiot. But then this is the thing again, we're trying to build Swerve up as well. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Keith Lee just because storyline wise, if I'm looking at this from when they did their storyline, Keith Lee should have won. Get redemption and all that. So I'm gonna go with Keith Lee, but if Swerve wins, would not be shocked. Next up we have for the finals of the Continental Classic, the Blue League winner of Eddie Kingston versus the Gold League winner Jon Moxley. The winner becomes the Triple Crown, so they get the New Japan Strong title, they get the Ring of Honor Championship, and they get to be the first ever AEW Continental Champion. This was not my finals. My finals was Jay White and Bryan Danielson. Neither of those men are in this. So now, this changes things. I'm going to go with Eddie Kingston. I thought Eddie looked like a bit of a dumb, bit of a knucklehead, putting both his belts up and then he doesn't get, to the end. But now that he's here, I think it's got to be Eddie. And after the promo on Dynamite, I think Eddie Kingston wins. He becomes the Triple Crown, and we go from there. And I think New Japan would be fine. Now that I know they've now, detailed what the Triple Crown is, it's not combining all 3 belts, you just get all 3 belts, then that's fine. Because I was like, New Japan's fine with them getting rid of the strong belt? No, that's not what's happening. They're not combining the belts, you just have all 3 belts. So I'm going to go with Eddie Kingston. Then we have Christian Cage defending the TNT Championship against Adam Copeland in a no DQ match. I'm going to go with Adam Copeland. Christian won the first one, so Adam wins the second one. That makes the most sense. And then we have in our main event, MJF versus Samoa Joe for the AEW Championship. I have got MJF retaining, and hopefully we finally find out who the devil is. Please let us find out who the devil is, and then we can move on to the second part of this. Well, not the second part, but the next phase of this story. Who do you guys think the devil is, by the way? I'm calling it's Adam Cole. That's my thing. It's Adam Cole. That's who I believe it is. So that is my predictions for AEW World's End. Let me know your guys' predictions in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the new year.